see the progression of the sport. So we'll get ready for heat number 15. Bustos, Nagran, Herman, or David Herman, Fantoni, Marco, and Helvik. Those guys are lined up. David Herman, one you do not usually see early on. This early on, yesterday was his birthday. I'm sure his biggest birthday present he'd like to do is get himself in the top position on the Supercross track here in Papendal as we get ready for heat number 15 as they get ready to drop the gate.
The Herm coming out of the outside. He probably had a little bit of issue coming down that hill because David Herman, you do not see him in this position, especially after the first straightaway. One of the best making it happen.
So Helvik from Norway enters turn number 2. Herman's in that third place spot. We'll see how he lines up. He is a cagey veteran at this point. But Fantoni from Italy, I believe, in that second place spot as they get ready. They're going to come down. But Helvik has a stronghold from Norway in the lead. David Herman's on that bubble spot in third. But right now, he's looking to get around. Looks like those top 3, the way they ride on the track right now, as long as they get down this last straightaway, you're going to be your qualifier. It's going to be a little bit of a battle. But Helvik, Fantoni's always trying to improve. And right now, with that first place, can't get much better than that. He's going to be moving on to that next round of moto, so he's excited about that. But we'll get ready for heat number 14 with Link, Moretti, Lavston, Mahu, Bustos, and Godet. So Mahu and Godet both had problems and issues in that first run, so they're going to really want to step it up here if they can move on in the program, as it's going to be the low point overall after the motos are finished for the riders are going to add up. And you see, unfortunately, right there, we have one rider who had a little bit of an issue down that second straightaway. And you can see right now, Donnie, looking at the flags, the wind's kind of picked up once again, and that's going to add to these conditions for the riders.
Well, here's the thing. After you have a bad round, especially coming out in the round number 1, the pressures start to mount because you always want to start out smooth, have good first lap, and just carry that on throughout the day. A few riders in this lap right now didn't have great first rounds, so they're going to push it right now. I see Romain Mahua in the back, spun out of the gate. He knows he needs to get to that front, and he's pushing a little bit too much. He's one of the fastest riders out here. But again, when you cannot manage the conditions, the pressures, you start having bad laps, and that momentum can go in a bad direction as well. I think Damien Godet is handling it. This veteran has been around since day number 1. You can see he's just pacing in the second place spot.
And just as you said, Donnie, things can switch up. Mahu was almost last down that first straightaway. Now he finds himself in that third place spot behind Link, Godet, Mahu. Those will be your top 3. And that you answered a tweet in that we had from the legendary Luke Medill from Australia. He wanted to know if the hill was slippery off that grip tape, and I guess Mahu answered that question for us as we saw him trying to put the power down, and unfortunately a spin from that rear tire is not something that you want when you're trying to lay incredible horses down on that hill.
No, absolutely not. Just like the turns, you see a little progress in them drying. The hill is the same way. There's wet spots, there's dry spots. You get a little overconfident. You can see Romain there. I think he spun out of the gate.